Welcome back to Ozarks Tonight. Well, we have all felt overwhelmed with life at times, stressed even, and in some cases might have felt something more serious like anxiety. So to help educate people on those issues, a local chiropractor offers free wellness workshops to better deal with anxiety, depression, and sleep challenges. To discuss this workshop and those issues with us, we have Dr. James Peterson with us with Thrive Family Chiropractic and Lauren Reid, a chiropractic assistant there at Thrive Family. Thank you all for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
So let's talk a little bit about your workshops. When I found out about this, I thought this is really interesting. Here's a workshop to teach people about anxiety, depression, sleep issues. We have all felt some of those things
absolutely.
at some point in our lives. How did this idea come about? Let's have a workshop for people in the community to learn about this.
Yeah, well, first started, I'm known for teaching a workshop here in town, ADHD and sensory parent workshop, and so we've seen a lot of anxiety in kids today. And then often when the parents bring their kids in, they see the results and like, well, maybe I struggle with some of those things as well. And so that we saw that need not only in kids, but in parents as well. But what really, I guess, pushed us to do that was actually Lauren's story. So Lauren was actually a patient of mine before I said, hey, you should come and work for me and help me out in the practice. And so she has a wonderful story that's totally changed her life and from a point of debilitating anxiety to now that's a thing in the past. And so that was really the thing that we saw that need, and then we've just seen it just really catch on fire, I guess, the tension. And we've taught, I don't know, 2 or 3 workshops,
Wow.
and they're full every time.
Yep.
So there's a need there.
Yeah, Lauren, I watched your story on Facebook, one of the workshops you shared. Tell me about that. How did you figure out that maybe chiropractic care is something I need? And even before that, when did you see that I have an issue with anxiety? Because I think a lot of people struggle with that too, is recognizing that I have a problem, I need to look at this.
Honestly, it had been going on for a long time, even longer than I had even realized. I would honestly date it back to kindergarten, to be honest with you. And I've always been more of a natural, holistic person as is anyways. So my mom, actually Dr. James came to my mom's office and did what they call a lunch and learn. And so they talked about chiropractic care and anxiety and things like that, and just how that helps with everything. And so as a last ditch effort, because I was like debilitated by my anxiety, my mom went ahead and signed me up to come in to see Dr. James. But prior to that, I was having panic attacks all day, every day, basically, almost to the point where it was affecting my work and just like my life in general. I always felt like something really bad was going to happen, and so it was just not really a way that I wanted to continue to live. So as a last-ditch effort, I went in to see Dr. James, and my life just truly has changed since starting chiropractic care.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you, if you feel comfortable in sharing a little more, any examples of something that you felt, okay, this is getting really bad?
Yeah.
Because just in case, maybe someone at home is going through that, but they think this is normal. I'm stressing out. I just have so much on my plate.
Absolutely. I would wake up every morning and I would just automatically feel like I was going to die, or like my family was going to die, or like if I had a headache, like we've talked about this, if I had a headache, like that automatically equated to a brain tumor, or I like would have heart palpitations because it started like to physically manifest in my life. Like my heart would start beating funny because I was just so stressed out all the time. I was always just like thinking of the worst case scenario all the time. And so my energy levels were down. I wasn't able to focus. It was constant, almost like brain fog for me because it was just constant chatter.
Now, Dr. Peterson, what are some ways that chiropractic care can help with anxiety and issues like that? Because when you think about it, even Lauren said, as a last-ditch effort, it's not something that you think of right off the bat, like this is how I'm going to treat it. How does it help? Yeah,
absolutely. So most people think of chiropractic as neck and back pain. I was in a car accident, personal injury, and across the board we help people tremendously with that. But honestly, really what chiropractic is all about the nervous system. So, which controls everything, right? It's the master control system, which allows us to be self-healing and self-regulating. So when that nervous system is stressed due to maybe overwhelmed physical stress or chemical stress, the food we eat or the lack of food, like just processed food and stuff like that.
Wow.
Right? Because the food is the fuel for our nervous system, or just emotional stuff that Lauren talked about. So it overwhelms the nervous system, and we get stuck in this fight or flight response. And so anxiety initially is natural. That's normal. But when we get stuck in that fight or flight response every day, all day, like Lauren talked about, it affects our body to be self-healing, self-regulating. So what we do is we measure the nervous system, and we have the technology to see how efficiently the nervous system's working, and where that stress is at and how severe it is along the neck and the spine. And so when that nervous system's stressed, it leads to anxiety, ADHD, sensory, all these different manifestations.
Well, Dr. Peterson, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
Lauren, thank you for being here and
thank you
sharing
so
your
much.
story with
Yeah,
us.
of course.
Thank you.
Thrive Family Chiropractic. We will have those details for the workshop coming up and the ADHD workshop as well on our website. That's ozarksfirst.com. We'll be right back.